Dear child of God, the Divine Lord has placed upon me a weighty but deeply significant duty, one that I cannot ignore. It is a responsibility that demands courage, truth, and unwavering obedience to His will. And that duty, dear one, is to expose someone in your son's life. I know your heart is already burdened with questions. I can feel the uncertainty stirring within you, the concern tightening around your spirit. You might be asking, what is this heavy duty the Lord has entrusted to you? What revelation is about to unfold? Who is the one the Lord wants to expose in this message? And trust me when I say this, you will not believe the identity of the one I'm about to reveal. It is someone you least expected, someone whose influence has been quietly weaving its way into your son's life. But as the Lord has commanded, I will not hold back. I will speak the truth with clarity so that nothing remains hidden from you. I know this is not easy to hear. I understand that so much is at stake. But you deserve to know the full picture, the unseen battle taking place, the forces at work, and the consequences of what has already begun. What is happening is not just coincidence. It is a carefully laid plan designed to mislead, to corrupt, and to steal what is precious. So I ask of you one thing: patience. Stay with me through this message. Let me unveil everything in its entirety, leaving no detail unsaid. Because by the time we reach the end, you will understand the depth of what is happening, and more importantly, what must be done. So, dear one, let us begin. The truth awaits. Dear child of God, let me ask you something. Have you ever stopped to think about how, from the moment we take our first breath, every relationship in our lives is already woven into place? A mother to hold us, a father to guide us, siblings to grow alongside, uncles and aunts to nurture us, all predetermined by God's divine hand. We do not choose these relationships. They are given to us, set in stone, before we even understand their meaning. But there is one relationship that is different, one connection that is not bound by birth, but by choice: a friend. A friend is not assigned to us. We invite them into our lives. We open our hearts. We share our joys and burdens. We trust them with our secrets, and we walk beside them through the storms of life. We believe in them. We let them into places of our souls that even family may not reach. But dear one, what happens when that very friend, the one you trusted the most, turns against you in the most painful way possible? What happens when the person you considered a companion takes what you confided in them and places it in the hands of those who seek to harm you? What happens when loyalty turns to betrayal, when trust turns to deception, when love turns to destruction? This dear child of God is exactly what is happening to your son right now. I know your heart is uneasy. I can feel the questions rising in your spirit. What is happening? Who is behind this? Why is this betrayal unfolding? And most importantly, what does God want me to do? If you seek the truth, if you want to know what is really at stake, then stay with me. Give me your next few minutes, and I will expose everything. Nothing will remain hidden. Let's begin. Child of God, there is no pain quite like the pain of betrayal. It is a wound that goes deeper than any physical blow. It is not the attack of an enemy that shatters the heart the most. It is the betrayal of someone we trusted, someone we loved, someone we let into the most vulnerable places of our soul. That is the pain that lingers. That is the pain that haunts. Even Jesus, our Savior, knew this agony firsthand. Think about it. Judas was not just another disciple. He was part of Jesus' inner circle. He walked beside him, ate with him, laughed with him, prayed with him. Judas witnessed miracles that no one else had seen. He shared in moments of intimacy and friendship. Yet, it was Judas who betrayed Jesus. With a kiss, a gesture meant to show love, Judas handed the Son of God over to his enemies. Betrayal is never random. It is calculated. It is cruel. It is a weapon the enemy uses to crush our spirits, to shake our faith, to make us doubt our worth and question our purpose. It is a tool of darkness designed to steal our peace and destroy our trust. And now, child of God, that very weapon is being used against your son. I need you to listen carefully. This is not just a story. This is a warning. Last night, your son's closest friend, the one he trusted with his heart, did the unthinkable. He betrayed him, not with a sword, not with violence, but with something far more dangerous. He exposed your son's weaknesses. He took private knowledge, secrets shared in confidence, and delivered them into the hands of those who wish to see your son fall. Can you feel the weight of that? The betrayal wasn't just an act of disloyalty. It was a deliberate attempt to harm, to break his spirit, to ruin his future. But listen to me closely. The enemy has made a grave mistake. Because what this so-called friend intended for evil, God is already turning around for good. Romans 8:28 declares, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose." This betrayal will not destroy your son. It will prepare him. It will strengthen him. It will open his eyes to the truth. What the enemy meant to break him, God will use to build him. This pain will become his power. So, do not lose hope. Do not let fear consume you. God is still in control. The story is not over yet. This is just the beginning. Now listen to me carefully. God is not a distant observer in this battle. He's not sitting idly by, watching your son suffer. No, child of God, he is moving. He is intervening. This betrayal will not be the end of your son's story. It will be the moment when everything shifts. I need you to understand something deep in your spirit. The very weakness that was exposed, the very thing meant to break him, will become his greatest strength. Look at Joseph. His own flesh and blood, his brothers, betrayed him. They threw him into a pit, sold him into slavery, and left him to die. But did God abandon him? Number God elevated him. What seemed like the end of Joseph's life was only the beginning of a divine setup. That betrayal became the key to his destiny. And now, child of God, God is about to do the same for your son. The people who think they now hold power over him, the ones who believe they have won, they are in for a divine surprise. They do not realize that they were never in control. They were merely pawns in God's greater plan. They thought they were tearing him down, but they were only positioning him for something greater. Isaiah 54:17 declares, "No weapon formed against you shall prosper, and every tongue which rises against you in judgment you shall condemn." Do you hear that? No weapon, no scheme, no betrayal, nothing the enemy has planned against your son will succeed. So do not let fear take hold of your heart. Rise up in faith. Cover your son in prayer. Speak life over him. Declare that what the enemy meant for evil, God is turning for good. Because very soon, the tables are about to turn. And when they do, those who sought to bring him down will be left in shock, powerless before the hand of God. This is not the end. It is only the beginning. Now listen closely, because God has one more instruction for you. An instruction that you must hear before it's too late. My child, listen closely. Peace is more valuable than perception. The world will always have opinions. People will question your decisions, misunderstand your silence, and wonder why you suddenly stepped away. They will whisper, assume, and even judge. But hear me. You do not need their understanding to walk in the peace I have for you. There will come moments when your soul is weary, when the noise of life becomes too loud, when the weight of expectations presses too heavily upon you. In those moments, I am calling you to step away, to disappear from the chaos, to pause, to breathe, to rest in me. And yes, some will not understand. They will wonder why you've gone quiet. They will question why you are no longer pouring into them. But my child, this is not about them. It is about you. It is about guarding the peace I have placed within you. It is about recharging, about protecting the light inside you before it burns out. So do not apologize for taking time to heal. Do not explain why you need to rest. Just come to me, and I will renew your strength. Because true peace, my peace, is far more precious than the opinions of others. My child, listen carefully. You must make peace with not being liked. I know you want to be loved. I know you long to be understood. But hear me, no matter how kind, how gentle, or how loving you are, not everyone will embrace you. You could pour out your heart, shine with the light I've given you, and still, some will turn away. And that is okay. You were not created to please everyone. You were created to fulfill my purpose for you. Even my son, perfect in love, pure in heart, was rejected, misunderstood, and hated by many. If they could not accept him, how can you expect them to always accept you? Some people are used to darkness. They have grown comfortable in the shadows. Your light unsettles them. It exposes what they've hidden. It challenges the lies they've believed. And so, they will push you away, not because of who you are, but because of what you represent: hope, truth, and freedom. Shine anyway. Do not dim your light to make others comfortable. I created you to stand out, not to fit in. You are a ray of sunshine in a world accustomed to rain. Some will hate you for it, but many more will be drawn to the warmth of my light shining through you. So be bold, be radiant, be unapologetically you. Because even if they do not accept you, I always will. My child, listen to me. Something your heart truly desires is on its way. Even now, behind the scenes, I am working things out for you. Doors are being opened, paths are being cleared, and opportunities are aligning perfectly. What you have prayed for, what you have longed for in the depths of your soul, it is manifesting. Do you feel it? But here's what I need you to do. Release your worries. Let go of the anxiety that keeps you up at night. Stop doubting. Stop questioning if you are worthy of this blessing. You are. I placed that desire in your heart for a reason, and I am faithful to fulfill it. Your future is about to vibrate at a higher level. I am lifting you up, elevating your life in ways you cannot yet imagine. But to receive it, you must trust me. Even when the road is unclear, even when the wait feels endless, trust this process. Watch your dream unfold. It may not happen all at once, but piece by piece, moment by moment, it is coming together. I am the author of your story, and this chapter will be beautiful. Hold on, stay faithful, and get ready, because what's coming is worth every tear, every prayer, and every moment you spent waiting.